Hi there guys, got a video here for you today on speed loaders. So I've finally got them finished. It's been a bit of a journey, but I think the end result's been worth the wait. So I'll give you a little bit of the backstory at the end of the video, but for now I'll just show you how they operate and give you a good overview of them. Okay, so for now we have 177, 20, 22 and 25. 30 is on the way, but it requires a little bit of modification for it to work correctly with the larger pellets. Okay then. So I'll give you a good look over the 22 version first. All the versions are identical, however the hole size in each version is obviously caliber specific. So we have the red alignment dots on the side there, and I'll show you what they do shortly. It's also got the caliber embossed in the top. Magnet on the side to remove the magazine backing plate, and a cutout so that the speed loader can be used on the rifle. To load the speed loader, what we have to do is pop the top off, which exposes the 8 pellet chambers. Then we misalign the bottom segment and the top segment. Doing this allows us to drop pellets in the top and easily see which chambers have been loaded. Once the top's all loaded, we can realign the red dots and the pellets drop down into segment number 1. Then we just do the same thing for each segment until the speed loader is full. And then once we get to the top one, we can load the top as the cover plate stops the pellets from falling out the back. And then when the top's loaded, just simply reapply the top cover. And there we have it. 5 magazine worths of pellets, so 40 pellets in total, all ready to be loaded into a magazine. So when we're ready to load our magazine, this is a black 22 magazine. We just use the magnet to pry the top cover off, put the speed loader over the magazine, and then twist the bottom segment that's not aligned. Give it a little shake and the pellets should be nicely settled in. Then the magazine cover can be just fitted using the magnet. So nice and simple. Just a few features of the speed loader that I wanted to point out. It does have an over travel protection, so we can't twist this bottom one any further past the alignment. This just stops the bottom segment from misaligning when we twist the next one. Also you'll note it has a spring ball detent on each segment so that they snap nice and easily in and out of position. When we've fired all of this magazine, we simply need to repeat the process. So I'll take the top cover off, and in this example the pellets are still in there, so I'll dump them out. So an empty magazine, fit the speed loader over the magazine. It is aligned, so you'll never get the magazine misaligned with the speed loader. Then rotate the next segment, pull it out, put the cover back on. Nice and simple. And as I said before, it can be used on the rifle. So when the magazine is empty, we take our speed loader, take the top cover off, install the speed loader, then rotate the pellets. Rotate the chamber. 4 magazine worth of pellets, then we can simply refit the cover plate and we're ready to get back to shooting. So nice and easy. Okay, so just a bit more information on them. The segment thickness is the same thickness as a magazine. So any pellet that works in a Leshiy 2 magazine will work in the speed loader. This, as far as I'm aware, is the largest 2.2 pellet currently available, and it just about fits in the Leshiy 2 magazine. You see there, the nose of the pellet is just poking out from the magazine. This pellet works fine in the speed loader. So any pellet that will work in a Leshiy 2 magazine will work in a speed loader. Also, if you wish to use the speed loader without the top, you can do so. You obviously lose the use of the last segment, as you need to misalign the last segment in order to stop the pellets falling out the back, If you don't want the top on there, you can do so. The other thing I wanted to mention is the clearance you need between your scope and your magazine. Now the thickness of this wall here is 4.5mm, so you will need at least about 5mm of clearance between the bottom of your scope and the top of your magazine. My one's quite close, as you can see there, and the speed loader just about fits. So if you have extremely low mounted scope, that might be something to keep in mind. However, you could just take the magazine off the rifle, fill it up, then install it back on the gun. So that's about it. By the time this video is up, they'll be available on eBay, and I'll leave a link in the description below. Okay, and just the final part of the video is an explanation as to why they took so long to come in. So a little while ago now, I made a batch of these, and these were the first speed loaders that I made. They're fully made out of Delrin and were made by me on my manual machines. It took about a week to do the first batch, and it just wasn't feasible for me to make them with the equipment I have available. Now, I'm extremely proud as to how these came out. These were the first ones that were on eBay, and they sold out extremely fast. This surprised me a bit, and I knew if I wanted to keep making them, I was going to have to find a way to make them faster, but still at a high quality. That's where the majority of the time sink came in. There was a lot of prototyping back and forward between a couple different people. I had to have people manufacture prototypes for me and pretty much redesign the entire thing. But it's to a stage now where the future batches should be a lot faster. That's about it for this one, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.